maybe I can do it a little bit better. Is this way better? No, well, whatever, it doesn't matter. So today I got Cursed Castilla. It's a physical Play Asia East Asia Soft. Here's the logo, East Asia Soft. Physical game. Where's the actual game? Here it is. Don't know if you can see it. I like the background. It's a ghost and goblin-ish arcade game. And what I love about East Asia Soft in partnership with Play Asia is that they actually have boxes. So in this game, I think there's a map and also a physical CD soundtrack. And all of their games are like this. And they're only 25 bucks and 20 bucks. So some games are 20, some games are 25. And shipping is only like 4 bucks. So in comparison against limited run games, this is better and much cheaper. I think that's why Limited Run Games is also going to do this. This week, Doug announced, and Josh, the co-founders of Limited Run Games, has announced that they're gonna stop putting out game after game after game, and they're really going to try and make it more collectible, make it feel more special. They're gonna have like trading cards, high quality that you get for free with games, and I'll bet they're gonna have like boxes. So I'm a huge fan of this. This is really awesome, and I think it's also really cool to look at that Limited Run Games and East Asia Soft published a couple of games. One of them was Soldner X2 and Rainbow Skies or Rainbow Moon. One of those. And it sold so well that Play Asia and East Asia Soft made a partnership, and then they also published Soldner X again. And that one sold so well that East Asia Soft is pretty much becoming a new limited run games. They have announced that they are going to put out 2 to 3 games a month for PS4, PS Vita, and of course they are trying to also, like Limited Run, they are trying to push out games for Xbox, they are trying to push out games for Nintendo, but Nintendo and Microsoft do not allow smaller runs of games. So they don't allow 1,000 copies or 2,000 copies. And that is the reason why you don't see all these limited run and physical indies on Nintendo systems and on Xbox. Because they don't allow it. And also, if I don't recall, Dog actually put out an article about how Sony actually treats everyone the same, and that, for example, Nintendo and Microsoft do not. So Nintendo and Microsoft, they treat indie games like second-hand games. They're like, oh yeah, sure, whatever, you know, you can put it out, yeah, sure, okay, do it. And Dog mentioned that Sony really puts in the same effort and respect for indie games as they have done with AAA big games. And I think that's why I think that Sony should be proud that people call PlayStation 4 the indie station instead of laughing it off. Because at the end, Sony and the developers and gamers are laughing the hardest on PlayStation, since almost everything is available there and so much is coming out physically. But holy shit, 4 minutes, really sorry for that. Let's play the game. Okay. Codex. Oh, of course I have to, you know, even though this is... Holy shit, the sound is really hard. Okay, so even though this is all in English, and we're talking like this is an English release, all of the East Asia Soft Play Asia games are actually Asia releases. So they're not really Chinese, but they're Asia releases. And you can see it here. You see Chinese letters. So, okay. Oh, now the sound is up all of a sudden really low. Holy shit, it actually even plays like Ghosts and Goblins. Oh, this is cool though. This is actually like, if this would be on the Super Nintendo, you would believe it. It's pretty cool. Do you have to kill everything? Oh, you don't have to do it. Ja, dit is een game inderdaad geïnspireerd door Ghosts and Goblins. Dat is al hoog duidelijk te zien. What? Yes, this is an arcade game. It's released by East Asia Soft and Play Asia. It's a physical game. I'm never sure with arcade games if I should play it with the thumbstick or the D-pad. Like with the D-pad it's like old school, but the thumbstick is maybe a bit better. I don't know. Yeah, indeed. Trouwens, Strikeforce, ik moest hiervoor €19 douanekosten betalen. Echt niet normaal. Het spel is €20. Echt asociaal. Oh. I got hit again. No! I think that the D-pad is a bit better, especially the one for PS4. Like the D-pad for PS4 is like one of the best ever. I haven't played with the Switch yet. I have played with the Xbox controllers, but the D-pad on PS4 is like the best ever. Of course, I'm highly biased, so of course. The music is also really good. No! What? Oh, yeah. I got one heart. Can I go in? Ja, ik vind het echt asociaal. A shield. Oké. Okay, so yeah, I lost his shield. It's not fair. I'm not used to games like this. Ah, oké, ja. Ik had gewoon via PlayStation gehaald. Gewoon de IC of something. Yeah. By the way, today I beat the storyline of Tekken 7. It was fun. You know, it was fun. Wasn't that good or anything, but just fun. Oh echt? I never actually bought anything from eBay before, like never. I don't even know how it works. Extra time. Okay, extra time. Ah, on the crown! What? What, my crown? No! Holy fire! Yes, well, lucky for us, Tekken 7 has an arcade mode. But I prefer the treasure mode. I think the treasure mode is really cool. Especially because a lot of the outfits you can only obtain by playing the treasure mode. So you actually have a, you know, oh shit, how do you say that? You really want to play it. You have motivation to play it. Echt hè? Wat een idioot joh. Huh. Sword, yay! Ah, get even! I've heard about it! shit! No hit! That was pretty good. Come on, that was pretty good. For God and Castilla! Castilla. Give me my points, bitch. Echt hè? Indie games are a lot... Well, many indie games are a lot better made than AAA games nowadays. Many indie games also are... How do you say it? They have a better atmosphere and a charm to it than most AAA games. Not all of them, of course, but a lot. Well, I never had a Sega Mega Drive or, you know. What? Echt hè? Crazy Ken. Yeah, I know Crazy Ken, of course. What? Really? So you're getting all of this, and then you're getting a freaking boss. Yeah, I remember that indeed. Well, back up in the days of PS2, PC gaming was kind of dead. Damn it! cannot watch my video for Watch Dogs? That was weird. Hey! Oh, that's actually not the boss. We will meet in the forest. But about Watch Dogs, it was fun. Of course, I still need to play a lot more. But the game is pretty good. I was not expecting that. I was expecting a really buggy game, but it's a well-made game. And I played it without the patches. You know, I'm really focused on trying out new games without any patches. For example, Tekken 7 also does not have any patches. It has a patch for online. That's it. Nothing with bugs or frame rate or whatever. You know, Tekken 7 plays, holy shit, perfect. I think that's why it got a 9.5 from IGN. Definitely well worth it. The pirate game at E3. Do you mean Assassin's Creed? The new one. Oh, new IP. I don't know. I'm not really a big fan of pirates, so like Pirate could be a movie. It's nice, you know. It's cool. But that's basically what I have to say about pirate games. Damn it! The Tesla got it leaked, really? No idea what they're gonna announce. But to be honest, I haven't even checked out any leaks. I don't want to. Damn it. What? Oh yeah! I pretty much, the only websites I actually check out are like video game shards and Gamatsu, that's it. I don't check out NeoGAF and 4chan and whatever. Yeah, Castilla EX, he's kind of a douchebag, but whatever. He does know his stuff. Well, not all of his stuff. I had sort of a discussion with him last year about, he was crying about, you know, that this generation is one of the worst, you know, gaming-wise, and I'm like, no, you know, the PS4 has a lot more games. Oh damn it! Than PS3 had, and PS3 is a lot. PS4 is a lot better in the same time frame. And he got really like angry. He was really like, "Oh, how do you know that? You know, I am this and this. I know everything. Blah de blah. You're just one guy." And I'm like, "What?" That kind of pissed me off. Yeah. He actually blocked me on his Twitter account. I am someone that, if I'm being like offended, whatever, or someone is talking bullshit, I keep going up until that person is going to be mentally insane or so freaking pissed that he's gonna block me. So I kept going, saying that, you know, he's not an all-knowing wizard. Only because, you know, he earns more, or I think his work is about statistics and stuff. Doesn't mean he knows everything. Especially with like indie games, I was really trying to, you know, explain to him like, holy shit, you know, the indie game scene is going to be really big, and we're gonna see more indie games and more Japanese games than Western games on PS4. And he totally disagreed. And who is right now, bitch? Who the fuck is right now? I think he actually made a tweet about me. Not especially talking like my name, but I think he said something like, some people should shut their mouth if they don't know what they're talking about. Maybe you can check it out. It's from last year. I was like, that is me. You're talking about me, bitch. But hey, at the end, I was right. Do you know that talking about something totally different. Do you know that there is a big movement, well, movement, more like a fan base, especially from a certain company. They now totally believe and are crying everywhere that Sony got lucky with the PS4. That's so funny. So the only reason why PS4 is selling so much is because Sony was lucky that the competition didn't do what Sony did. I'm like, what? That doesn't make any sense. No! I am not entirely sure what you mean about that. PSP and DS were the reason why the previous gen did well? I don't know. But I do know that the handholds, they took a huge amount of the Japanese games with them. You know, the PSP and the DS have a huge amount of old school RPGs, you know, from Japan, and a lot of quirky games that the PS2 did that, and like the GameCube and whatever, but last gen did not. Why the fuck did I do that? And we're now definitely seeing that because the lines... I'm gonna put the sound down because I'm fucking screaming. You know, the lines between a Switch and a Vita and a PS4, or, you know, is really... I mean, sure, there's a big line graphically, but, you know, compared to, for example, the DS and PS3, there was a huge difference in power. And I think that's why so many Japanese games nowadays are made Switch, PS4 and Vita, because they're, I'm not saying they're equal in power, but, you know, Vita games are still playable on PS4. They still can look pretty decent. You know, check out Senran Kagura, it looks pretty good. And so many other PS4 and PS Vita games. So I think that's why we're seeing these games on PS4. And because we're seeing them on PS4, people are buying them. You know, next gen Japanese games were just, you know, they fell down. Especially, you know, only a couple of games are really big sellers, and it has a reason, because you didn't see any Japanese game. You really have to look for a Japanese game on PS3 when PS3. What? PS3 definitely sucks when you download games. I actually downloaded a couple of games last month. What I actually did try force is when I got to bed, I'll just leave my PS3 on standby and it downloaded it automatically. That's pretty much what I did. Downloading on PS3, the whole PlayStation Store is so slow. It annoys the shit out of me. But that's it, you know. Yeah! Holy shit, did you see that? Yeah, so, you know, because the lines between, you know, the Switch and Vita and PS4 are so blurred, you know, are so small, that's why we're seeing all of these games also coming out on consoles. No! God damn it. I really hate stuff like that, where you have moving platforms and you have enemies coming. Yeah. Okay, so Triforce says that he hopes that the PS5 will have an emulator so you can play all the PlayStation games on it. So PS1, PS2, PS3. PS3 is really hard because of the cell processor. Same set maybe with PS2, but here's the thing, Triforce, and you can clearly see that also with Nintendo. It's not only PlayStation who is doing this. Why would they make a console fully backwards compatible with every game system they ever made if they can just sell the games again on PlayStation Store? What they're doing right now. And I can guarantee you, certain games like Rogue Galaxy, Dark Cloud, Star Ocean are selling really well on PlayStation Network. So why the hell would they do that? Now what I do know, what I do predict that they're gonna do, what I've said multiple times, is that they are going to make PlayStation 5 fully backwards compatible with PlayStation 4. So, you know, that's the only good thing with backwards compatible, but we're not gonna see stuff like PS1, PS2 on PS5. Hell no. We're not gonna see that. Yes, for downloadable content, you know, downloadable games. That's what we're gonna see. And they're really pushing PlayStation Now, so, you know, they want you to buy PS Now. No, fucker! Really, bitch. No! Yeah, PS4 will be backwards compatible because the architecture is pretty much going to be almost the same, and you know, I think one of the biggest selling points for the Scorpio is going to be you can play your Xbox games on a better frame rate with better graphics right off the bat. So that's cool. Well, maybe not graphics, but definitely a frame rate. Oh, holy shit, I actually... Really? Holy damn. Well, I'm not in the mood for playing it again. This is the game is really good. Like, of course, I am not used at playing games like Ghosts and Goblins. I think I have the PSP game. I couldn't even get past the first part of the game. Seriously, like, holy shit. But this is a really, really cool game, and these games are going to be freaking expensive in like 10 years. That's also the reason why I buy them. A small reason, but a reason. Yeah, a backup PS3. Well, Triforce, they stopped making PS3s in Japan, but if I'm not mistaken, they're still making them. So they're still making PS3s, they just stopped it in Japan. But I'm not entirely sure. If I have new indies that I never played, well, a lot of the limited run games I haven't played. I got Outlast Trinity, Dex. I haven't played Dex. Where is it? I got it really cheap. Have not played that one before. I pretty much played all of them, besides the limited run games. I actually, by the way, talking about limited run games, I actually had Mutant Mudds I played it. It's awesome. This game is really cool. Really cool. Really? Outlast sucks? Man. I have played the original Outlast and it was pretty good. It just got really boring after like 2 hours. 2-3 hours I think we played. And it got really boring. That is definitely the truth about it. I haven't played the other Outlast games because there are like 3 games on it. I have the Trinity edition, whatever. Yes! If you actually see the media create lines and Famitsu, the sales, Neo is selling really good. Oh really? I'm gonna check it out. Yeah, so Nier Automata is selling extremely well. We haven't heard anything about Neo, only that it shipped 1 million copies. Nier Automata shipped 1.5 million copies. I bet Yakuza 0 is also sold about 1 million. Japanese games are really, you know, getting popular again. People are finally realizing, hey, Japanese games can be really cool. Oh, I can actually just... Ah. Hey, I already did this. Yeah, they're really striving. And well, you know, in my opinion, of course you guys know me, you know, I always prefer Japanese games. I always prefer them. I never doubted that the Japanese gaming market would, you know, get a rebirth, that they will come back in full force. I never doubted it. It took them longer than I expected. But even on PS3, like my favorite games are pretty much Japanese ones. And of course, you know, the first party Sony games. By the way, holy shit, have you heard? Heavy Rain sold 4.5 million copies. I'm like, what? That is insane. I was expecting like 2 million. You know, that would be good for a game like Heavy Rain. But 4.5 million? That is freaking good. Ah yes, I've heard the rumors about Samurai Showdown. Yeah, I mean, this year, this E3, this Tokyo Game Show, this PlayStation Experience, holy, could be one of the best we have ever seen. I mean, this year, in my opinion at least, is the best year, best first 6 months ever. And, you know, it's not gonna stop. Games are still gonna come out. So basically, in my books, this is going to be the best year ever. Also, Gamescom isn't really that big. You don't really have like huge announcements. Yes, the best since, well, you know, I never really lived through like the PS1 era and PS2 because I didn't have work. There was no internet. So the only stuff I could read was, you know, from magazines. Well, on PS2 you did have internet, but not like what we have now. So I've never had a year on PS1 or PS2 where there were so many good games coming out. Maybe. I mean, that would be amazing, right? That would be amazing if every year we can say this would be the best year ever. It just means how wrong so many analysts are or were at the beginning of the gen when they were saying that this gen would be the worst ever, consoles are going to be dead, blah blah blah. I mean, Patcher is saying it now too. Like, every console generation after this is going to be worse and worse. Yeah, duh, because consoles are going to go away. They are going to die out. You know, the streaming-based servers will be the future, but it will not be the future now. And also not on PlayStation 5, and maybe even not on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 6. So of course, Patcher, you know, consoles will somehow kind of die out as we know it, but not now, and not this gen as he said it would. Yes, saying that, I think, if I'm not mistaken, when PS3 launched, that's also when they said that consoles are going to die out and this and that. People really don't understand the power of a console. Oh shit, that's the wrong one. No! Please! But I mean, it all depends on what games are gonna come out this year. Like, is stuff like God of War, Days Gone, Detroit are all gonna come out this year. Next year is gonna be good, but maybe not as good as this year. But then again, I mean, nobody really expects God of War to come out this year. And like, Last of Us 2 is gonna be big. You know, bigger than Uncharted, let's be honest. The Last of Us, if the game is good, it's gonna be bigger than Uncharted. Gran Turismo Sport is gonna come out. So, I mean, this year, it's not all about the big budget games that are going to be successful. It's all about the smaller games, the games nobody really knew about. Stuff like Nier and Yakuza and, you know, Neo. Those are the real successes for this year, in my opinion. By the way, H. Brand, where is the Tales of Festival? Wasn't it today or tomorrow? I haven't heard anything about Tales of. The Super Nintendo is also a really cool system. You know, I have seen a lot of videos on the internet about Super Nintendo's collections and, you know, a lot of gameplay actually, because I love old school games. And if they're gonna announce a Super Nintendo Mini, I'll be pre-ordering it right away. I am not gonna be stupid as with the Super Nintendo, the Nintendo Mini, you know, for not pre-ordering it, thinking, oh, if it's gonna be a success, Nintendo will keep on selling it, and they didn't. I am gonna pre-order that shit right away. Of course, it all depends what games are gonna be on the system. Like, if there's gonna be like Final Fantasy 6, 5, I mean, it's cool, but I already have those. I want stuff like Castlevania and, you know, Contra, the side-scrolling stuff. The, you know, the RPGs that I don't have, like Lufia, is it called? Maybe even like a Dragon Quest game, that would be cool. Then I'll be definitely picking it up. And I mean, there's actually a chance that Sony is also going to do something like that with like the PlayStation 1 Mini. It could really sell a lot, but we don't know. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Why would there be a Tales of festival if there's nothing to be announced? I don't get it. I died again. Yeah, I see nothing. But guys, I'm gonna end the stream. I have enough with the game. Maybe I'm gonna play Tekken and stream it, or I'm gonna play Neo. Because I still wanna beat the DLC. Damn it! So, thanks a lot for watching, and maybe see you in a couple of minutes. Yeah, it was really weird. Why would they announce a Tales of Festival and not a Tales of game? Or maybe they really want to announce it at Nintendo's conference, or Sony's conference, or Tokyo Game Show, I don't know. Really weird.